chemical reactions occurred at the electrodes. As you know, different types of reactions will be takes place, which resulted in the liberation of deposition of matter at the electrodes. So this deposition indicates that there is something present inside this matter. That was further indicated by, he formulated certain laws, Michael Faraday, which you will study in class 12. These resulted suggest that the particle nature of electricity. So what is that matter and particles contain? As you know that the matter contain particles. Particulate nature of matter is nothing but it contains specific electricity, which means in middle 18th century, many scientists, mainly Faraday, began to study electrical discharge in partially evacuated tubes known as cathode ray discharge tubes. Let us see this experiment in detail in the coming video. Thus we can conclude that electrons, if you take their nature, are basic constant of all atoms. Almost all atoms have a specific electrons. A cathode ray tube is made up of glass, as you know that, and containing two thin pieces of metals. These metals are called as electrodes. What are they called? Electrodes, and sealed in it a specific tube. Electrical discharge through the gases could be observed only at a very low pressure and very at high voltages. The pressure of different gases, whatever gases are there, and the pressure and their pressure could be adjusted by evacuation of the glass tubes. When sufficiently voltage is generally applied across the electrode, specific voltage I am talking about. When a specific voltage, the voltage may varies from lower value to higher value. So when this voltage is applied, current flowing through a stream of particles. These particles generally carry that electricity moving within the particles, moving in the tube from negative electrode, that is nothing but cathode. And what about positive electrode, ma'am? Positive electrode is considered as anode. What is that? Anode. Since these were called as cathode rays, what are they called? Cathode rays. Since we know that cathode ray particles, the flow of current from cathode to anode was further checked by making a hole in the anode. Let us take this anode. When a hole is made in it, let us take it and coating with the tube behind the anode, and phosphorescent material like zinc sulfate ZnSO4 is also coated on this hole. Now further, when these rays after passing through the anode, when the rays are passing through the anode, strike whatever strikes are there, strike the zinc sulfate coat, whatever here mentioned. When it is striking the zinc sulfate coat, a bright spot, a bright color or bright light colored spot generally appeared, which is developed on the coating. This bright color spot, what does it indicates? It is nothing but the dot or dark spot indicates that there is something present in that. This electrical discharge which is coated on the zinc sulfate, after discharge a spot was appeared here that definitely contain a type of material or subatomic particles that are called electrons. What are they called?